Well, welcome to Ask Anything. Ready, Brian? Here's a question for you.
Ready.
How do I fit prayer into a packed schedule?
Good question. If you don't prioritize it, number one, you're not going to be able to pray at all. But the Bible does say something in 1 Thessalonians, it says this in the 5th chapter, it says, pray without ceasing. You never think about how many times your heart beats in a day. And that's the same way with prayer. It has to be like breathing. But unless we prioritize it and make it the priority, you're not going to even go into a prayer time. And depending on our lives, how sometimes we'll have more time or less time, it means that you really, the more things that you have in your life, the more you have to make it a priority and also the first thing that you do. Because when you cease to pray, you become to pray. And if you feel like you're being snacked on, maybe it's because you haven't prayed.
I got that.
All right. So, Ms. Hartshorn.
Yes.
Can God forgive me even if I can't forgive myself?
Yes, he can.
All right.
God does not depend on us forgiving ourselves or forgiving others because the scripture says that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us.
Yes.
And God forgave us first. That's actually the beauty of the gospel. The gospel doesn't depend on us. It depends on God. And often when we receive the forgiveness of God in our lives, then we're able to forgive ourselves and to forgive others. That's what God's love does for us. That's what God's forgiveness does for us.
See, I was going to ask it the other way. I was going to say, do we really need forgiveness or to be forgiven and forgive ourselves?
Well, the viewer asked.
I know they did. And at the same time, you answered that beautifully. Because I do believe that we need God's forgiveness. Yeah. And only with his forgiveness can we also forgive ourselves.
Right. That's where it all starts.
So we can be forgiven.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things that I find about the Ask Anything, and when we talk about prayer, when we talk about forgiveness, those are great questions because those are foundational things that we all deal with. So there's no bad question.
Right.
There's no right question or wrong question.
Yeah.
All questions are really great. And really, it's better than a great answer is a really good question because that'll lead you to the right direction.
And we're finding a lot of these questions on our social media. So Facebook or Instagram, send us your message. We'll be right back.